Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Let me go in here because y'all been in this chat. And thank you for being here. Let me get my banner. Hold on. I got my banner up. How is everybody doing this Saturday? Hello, peaceful, Victoria, I'm sorry, Lord have mercy. Peaceful, child of God, Justine, Kelly, Trinity, Sin, hello, Avery. Hello, everybody. Hey, Britt. We'll give her, hey girl, what's the tea? We'll give everybody a few minutes to get in here. Tashay, what's going on? Blessed Lady, Glamour Girl, Lady Hope, Patron, I love it. Stacy, Peach Prince. Are y'all ready to have this conversation? Because I made my mind up that if I'm going to watch this is the only place that I'm going to talk about it. It's only going to be on a live. And I'm going to be very honest and give my raw, real opinion. Hello, everyone in the bushes. Everybody, please like the live. And I have already put the link in there for the StreamYard because I want to hear from you. After I give what I have to say, I'll drop it again if you don't have it. Hey, Kim. Hey, Darlana. Chanel. Mia Say. Ronnie. Angie B. Alicia. She said she tired already. Candace, Brenda, Dion, Brown Sugar Babe, Regina. We give it one more minute, okay? We're gonna start at the 3 minute mark. Riri, hello. She said, "Hey, girl, the notification works. I'm glad." Precisely. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be as detailed as I possibly can, and we're going to. The only thing that I posted up was just photos of the people. I'm not doing all that I usually do. My reviews will only be here. Um, and before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and say this and get this out of the way. Okay, we do know that Mel is not on the show, and I'm gonna say this: Mel is so much bigger than this show. That was the first thing after it went off. That was my first thought. Like, had she been on this show this season, I don't know how she would, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is bigger than the show. And what I realized is that without this show, these people back here behind me, they won't have anything. Chris and Nail will not have anything. Marceau and Tisha won't have anything. We know Kimmy and Maurice won't have anything. Trish and all her men, they won't have anything. Did I miss anybody? Oh, and we know Destiny won't have anything. So Mel leaving was the best thing she could have done for herself because I don't even know how she could have just mingled with these people, and I am so happy. Like, this is something that, like, we won't have to talk about her because she's not here, but she is way bigger than the show. She's way bigger than the people on the show, even all the people put together. Okay? Even Carlos. But I don't see if let's say this show doesn't do what it needs to do. If this show goes away after this season, these people will have to go to their respective jobs because they won't have anything to do. There is no staying power with this group. This is just what I see. I don't know how y'all feel, but this is just how I feel. I watched it intently. I did make some notes, a few notes, but I watched it in everybody's story. So how we're going to do this tonight, we're going to start with the most and go to the least, the way I see it. And when I say most, who had more airtime? Okay, so we are here. Are y'all ready to get started? She said they all for the streets. They're all for the streets. All I can say is, oh, wait a minute. Do I not have them on here? Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I got one more thing I need to put on here. Hold on, y'all. Let me put it on here. But yeah, that was like, this is it. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know what they would do if they weren't on the show. Hold on. Let me take that off. I don't know who that is. Hold on. Oh my God. I don't have them on there. So we're going to start with, hold on, y'all. What did I do? Hold on. I missed something. Give me 1 second, real quick. Um, because I don't know what I did with them. What's today? The 19th? Um, okay, here we go. New. Oh, I don't know what I did. Okay, well, I can't find Trish and them, so we're gonna start right here. I'm gonna just put this up so we can talk about Trish and Ken and uh, okay. So first, we're gonna start out with Trish and Ken and Marquez. Trish and Marquez are still married. This story that they have on here is something that we've all heard before. We've heard about. I don't know if it was a conversation I had with Trish or something that's been put out here on the internet, but I had talked to her or heard about him coming in the house without him opening the door. He did. It was. I think I talked to him, or either it was maybe a conversation he had, and I didn't know about the friend Sharon. I don't think I knew about that, but and then the conversation with him and Ken, that is all for television. That is all for TV. The fact that Trish and Marquez sat there and argued was crazy to me. Hello, hey, Heaven. Hey, Gloria. Leo, what's going on? I'm sorry, y'all just coming in here. Them sent. Hey, Patricia. Yeah, you didn't see anything different. Trish, I feel like Trish, Ken, and Marquez, I don't know, but they may be the focal point of this season because for them to have more airtime than the vets, I found that to be wild. You know what I'm saying? They had a situation with Ken and Marquez talking. They're trying to become friends, and it's going to be hard for Marquez and Trish to get it together, but they can start with them. Then Ken and Trish in the car. He's telling Trish that him and Marquez had a conversation and they're good. She's just got to get on board. Once again, hey Lori, hey Riri. Exactly. And once again, he's talking about marriage. Trish is like rolling her eyes. I don't know if that's going to ever happen. I don't know if that's going to ever happen. But I was really shocked that those three got more airtime on the first episode. I could see them getting airtime, but on the first episode, that was wild to me. I couldn't believe that. And yes, and that is fake. You know what I'm saying? Because he's sitting right here talking about they're going to be good. Then next thing you know, next week he's going to be in the house and Ken is going to be chasing him. And then I don't know, but I hated to see Trish. Hey, Marietta. I hated to see Trish go back and forth with Marquez, especially after he walked in her house and didn't knock on the door or ring the doorbell. You saw my content about Destiny. She always loses. So I just didn't see any need for them. And let me go on and get in with, while I got this photo here, let me see what I had to say about the Fletchers. Oh, I don't know. The fact that Chris was like, Martell called and said he was going to come over, and then the doorbell rings and Martell comes in. We all heard Nell's conversation on the on her live where she talked about Martell. She felt like she was set up. Martell said that he would never do something like that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Delicious. The Fletchers are. It was just the first episode. I will say the camera looks great. I don't know what kind of cameras they're using, but they have top notch. So when Destiny went in to talk to the realtor, and she's still peddling this gold bag from Adani, and she's still peddling these candles. Martell got her candles. Now, what I was shocked about. Hold on, let me go to Destiny. Hold on. What I was okay, Destiny going in here talking about she's going to be a realtor. I am so glad that she's going to have to figure out a storyline for herself. And I do understand it's going to be Lance, the man who she says she's not feeling, and now she cares about the fact that he had a baby on her, or a baby that she found out on the internet. And I did say this. Laura said she saw my post where I said Destiny stay losing. Because how you gonna say that you found out on the internet and right before that he called you and told you happy Thanksgiving? Like Destiny. I hope we can see her selling homes. Martell seems like he hasn't passed his test yet. But Big Ari, that was that was a big one for me. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. I can't believe that we are referring to her as his girlfriend. I mean, but it is what it is. He told Carlos that he has to film his real life. Let me ask you this. Do you think Ariane is going to make an appearance on the show? Because for them to put up 2 or 3 photos of Ariane, for Martell and Destiny to say Ariane's name was wild. But let me go and get with Destiny. Destiny didn't have anything to talk about tonight. She just talked about Lance having a baby on her. He called her after he posted it on Instagram to tell her happy Thanksgiving. Um, Destiny is still peddling candles and that gold Madani bag. So hopefully she'll have something else to talk about this season. Hopefully. Now, Martell had a lot of appearances tonight. Not they soft launching her for sure. Yeah. Girl, Tanya, you good? So Martell talking about Ariane, did y'all hear me when I told y'all in my hot topics last week when we were talking about people going back to school and going to work? You know, Croy, Kim, Zodiac's husband, he's working. And somebody said they saw Ariane at the hospital. She's in nursing school. So that goes with what Martell said tonight. He's put her in nursing school. She is in nursing school. And he said, we've had some ups and downs. We've had some back and forths. But they are rocking together. And if she keeps doing what she's doing, she may get a ring. Yes, Ariane's photo, not Ariane. Let's get this clear. Not Ariane. But her photo was there twice tonight. 3 times. She had a photo when they mentioned her name. Then there was a photo with Martell, Ariane, and their child. And then the photo with Nell and Ariane. Trinity said they are definitely easing her into the season. Now, if that happens, that's going to be wild, right? But you heard, I don't know if you heard this, but Kimmy and Tisha and Carlos was on a radio station, and they said that it's nothing new to them in Huntsville. Martell and Ariane is together all the time. If he pops out with her, like on the internet or somewhere else, that's new to people, but they are together. I don't know how long it will last. I don't believe Martell will ever marry Ariane. I do not believe that. I do not believe that. She is a big, honestly, I'm with Brown Sugar Babe. She is a very big part of Martell's story. couldn't believe it. Let me see what I said. Let me see what I said when I saw that. I said, Martell stood on her project to pass. Martell mentioned Ariane, and he has her in nursing school. If she keeps playing her cards, where she can get a ring, and they show a picture, and he is talking about her. He said he regretted calling her a peasant, and he said he is lucky to have her on his side. Those are Martell's words. She is Martell's storyline. Honestly, she is Martell's storyline, and she will be his storyline. Because what else is Martell going to talk about? That's what I'm saying. Like all these people, if they drop this show after the season, we will never hear from these people again. Because that is all he has is Ariane. If he marries her, it's Lord Kim said, if he marries her, it's for the show. Hey, Sarah Kim, not you with the blazer on, girl. I see you, Sarah. So, let me see. D said, cancel the show. It's a waste of film. Well, you know what, D? Let me tell you this. I think this film right here I think it could be the last. I remember hearing Carlos say that when you make it to the 10th season, then you can get syndicated or something like that. And I feel like, I've said that he's making this portfolio with these interviews. Now he's on the Black Effect with Charlemagne. And I feel like this is it for him. Because if the people don't watch the show, if the people for real don't watch it, I don't know. And then, hold on, y'all. Let me see. We got Martell out of the way because Martell talked about Ariane. He talked to Destiny, and he talked to the Fletchers. So when he was talking to the Fletchers, he said he did not set them up. He did not set that up. He said he wouldn't do it. When he was talking to Destiny, and Destiny was talking about him when they brought that girl on the YouTube channel, Martell said if they pop off, he's going to pop off. So we don't know what is going to come on Martell and Marceau and Maurice, because next week he's going to have a conversation with Maurice, and Maurice is going to ask him, does he know what his member looks like? Because Martell says that he's seen them do these acts. Look what Sandra said. Girl, not get the braces on. Not she should qualify for financial aid. Oh my gosh. They could get Hammer Mirror, someone pick them up and make the show. They could. Who you talking about? You talking about Martell and Ariane? I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard anything about that in so long. I promise I haven't. I haven't even heard about them going to court. But then again, I haven't been in that. You know what I'm saying? Child of God said, oh my God, you people are so mean. But I think Martell is, I agree with you when you say Ariane is his storyline, because what is he going to talk about? Is he going to sell homes? Has he passed the test? So we're going to see how this is going to go. Okay. So let's get to the next couple, y'all, because let's get to this first, because this is the least. This is the least for me. So Maurice is over here giving Kimmy lawyer answers. So when Maurice and Kimmy are talking, Monster wants to go to Ole Miss or Troy State. So Monster was on the show tonight. Maurice is talking about his DUI. He's talking to Monster about the DUI. Monster said he heard it from his friends, so they were making fun of him because his dad got a DUI. And then he was like, well, what did they say when it was dismissed? He said nothing. And he said, there you go. They don't follow up when they find out, that true answer. So he's very proud of the fact that his DUI got dismissed, right? He's very proud of that. Um, Kimmy talked about the restaurant. You know, we saw the restaurant one season, and she said, I guess that's close to her heart, but something is on Jordan Lane. Are they building a home on Jordan Lane? And they have Marcel working on the house, and Marcel and Tisha are still in the rental, and they are not at the new house. Hey, Francois. So they're still in the rental home, and Kimmy got to talking about the NDAs, right? She said that there was a conversation had by Chris Fletcher. He mentioned that it's something something, and Marceau and Maurice are the one who have women to sign NDAs. So when she said, "Have you had anybody sign an NDA?" Maurice responds to her and said, "I haven't had anyone to sign an NDA." So she said that's not the right answer. And he's looking at her crazy all the time. I feel like he knows what he's doing all the time. Because she's like, that's not the right answer. You're supposed to say, I haven't had a side chick to sign an NDA. And he never fixed that. And in my mind, he has had some people to sign an NDA. He's not going to fix it. Hey, mother of six. Hey, Kat. Hey, Lisa. This is reaching on this show, boy, and repeat. It's gonna be, I don't know. I don't know. Maurice is not slow, Michelle. Maurice knows what he's doing. Maurice said he hasn't had anybody to sign an NDA. She wants him to say specifically, I have never had a side chick to sign an NDA. He did not say that. And that's why she kept telling him that that was the wrong answer, because he did not have a side chick to sign an NDA. And she's still looking crazy because he never answered, and then it went to commercial. Kimmy is just in a situation where she is never getting out of it, and I don't think she's ever going to get what she needs out of it. I don't think so. Not buddy in my list. I'm still. Look at Kat. Kat said I'm still low key bothered by the vasectomy. Absolutely. Because why? Because why? Tracy, what's up, Tracy? Tracy said Maurice the lawyer and Kimmy always the character. Yeah, she's not going nowhere. Kimmy's definitely not going nowhere. Exactly. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. Oh, wait a minute, I missed that. Hold on, let me see what she said. Aries. Kimmy was a side chick. And you know what? I know Kimmy feels a certain way about that, but Kimmy needs to just own up to it, because that's exactly who she was. That's what she was. And it's reading side chick. That's what it's reading. Now let's get to, even though they're the least also. So Tisha and Marceau is still in the rental. It's beautiful. They may want to think about buying it because it doesn't seem like whatever they're trying to do going to get there. Hey, Cam. Hey, Robin. Hey, Melanin. Hey, Pepper. So their son is graduating. She opens up with the girls. Then her mother comes, knocks on the door. Marceau is not happy. He's still very disrespectful to her mother. Very disrespectful. How do you get the DUI dismissed? Now, this is a great question, Miss Edith. I don't know. They said something about due process. I remember them saying that, due process. Now, I don't know what that meant. I don't know. Tisha said tonight, Miss T asking, are they still together? Tisha said tonight that her and Marceau have had their ups and downs, and she knows that he has her back. So as far as tonight goes, yes, I'm going to say yes, they still together. Now, I don't know what the street's saying, but that's what she said. No, Miss Belinda. At the top of this, I said that was the best thing she could have done because she's way bigger than this. Way bigger. Hold on, let me get down here and see what else y'all saying. Hey, Valencia. Um, Not Alf. Marceau is Alf. Hey, Jay. Um, yeah, she does seem to be happy to be back. But when she knocked on the door and went in the house, let me ask y'all this. Do you think that this is fake the way he carries on with Tisha's mother? Do you think that's fake? I mean, because it's like worse. And she's sitting there. Hey, Valencia, I'm glad you're here, girl. Yes. Let me put this up here what Tamika said. She said he's her protector. Now, I can't answer that last part of your question, Tamika, but that is exactly what she said. Um, yeah, I feel like it's not real. I feel like this beef with Marceau and Tisha's mom is real crazy. And she coming in here like and just on one. Like just come in, sit down. I want to know if it's the truth. I'm gonna find out. What did you say? And I don't think Tisha said 10 words tonight. I don't think she said 10 words. She just kind of like she was in a tennis match between her husband and her mother. It's definitely giving fake. It's definitely giving fake. And I can see how you can say that, Dr. Meredith. It's different. It's a different show. It's just a different show. And I feel like these people are trying. It does feel like that because I feel like they lost. That you're welcome, Mary. I feel like they're very lost and I feel like they're trying their best. You know what I'm saying? They're doing their best to keep their head above water. But for me, that Trish and her men storyline, I I'm not here for that. I think that is the most embarrassing thing because I really thought about it and I said, well, how am I going to approach this? And I'm just going to approach it how I see it and how I feel. And people feel how they feel. I think it is disrespectful for you to be on here as a married woman and you got a boyfriend you're living with and your husband and your boyfriend is trying to get it together. When Marquez tonight asked Ken, how much longer is it going to take for Trish to come around? I thought that was the dumbest thing I had ever heard. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What in the world are you talking about? How long is it going to take for your wife to come around and accept you accepting her boyfriend around y'all kids? You can't understand the anger, Cat, because it is not, I don't know what that is. Like when hold on, let me see what I said something. Hold on one second. Just right here at the end. So the conversation with Ken and Tris about Marquez is literally to me just for TV. That's what I said. That conversation is just for TV between Ken and Marquez. Their actions in the past do not show this. Trish says she hasn't been to the gym. She got a lot going on. And she said everything was so peaceful until Marquez got in the picture. It will still be peaceful if you had a divorce. Because then Marquez would know where he stood. And then we all know Marquez is lying about living in Huntsville because he just in Atlanta helping police to catch the bad guys on the streets of Atlanta. He out here having surgery on a hand because he has gotten hurt in the middle of taking down a bad guy with a police. A police that got a pum, got a stun gun, got all this. But Marquez is in Atlanta helping the police take down bad guys. and posing for pictures because they said he was a hero. Yes. What? Yes, Francois. Child, he posted about that. He done been to the hospital. He hurt his hand. He's taking pictures with the half of the squad. And he was, oh yeah, Justine. He said he was going to be an extra, right? Justine said, remember he was with Tyler Perry? You're welcome, CJ. Hey, Lonnie, I'm glad you came up for a minute. No, there wasn't no AI story, girl. Girl, he was really going to the hospital. He hurt his hands. And then he went and made another post. And then he gave us the reminder that it was going to be on the news in Atlanta. So stop with that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that we just can't handle, the lies. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Sam. This show is all about YouTube. It is. Sam said the show is all about YouTube. You you are sitting here, and then like Trish said tonight, I got my kids' location. I know where they are all the time. They're nowhere different. And then he's telling Ken that he's here. Like, I'm here. Here where? Here filming? Because we don't have no house to go to you. We don't have no house to go to for you as of right now. This is the first episode. So let me be quiet. Because he could have a house that he going to be filming in next week or the week after next. But you in none of our kids a local hero. But you around here helping the police take down bad guys in Atlanta. But you living in Huntsville. I'm like, Trish, where? I know you don't live in Huntsville. Girl, what's the T? I know it. Let me see if I have anything else. I don't understand why Marquez and Trish go back and forth. I for the life of me, hey Terry, I cannot understand that. Alicia said he's filming in his house with his roommates Trish and Ken. This Marquez ought to be shaming himself. Destiny gonna help him buy the house. Okay. Okay. Because here's the thing. Who is Marquez gonna cross over and film with? Right? Thank you, Kim. This can be a Tubi movie. It can be, Kim said it can be a Tubi movie. A Tubi movie or a Tubi series. What do I rate this episode? That's a good question, Gwendolyn. Um, if I'm gonna say the look of the episode, it looks good. Like the filming, it looks fantastic. I would give that an 8. When I'm talking about the show itself, I would say I'm gonna give the show a 5 because Martell hit me with Ariane, so that's why it's not a 3. So I'm gonna give the show a 5, maybe a 6 because of Martell. Because we already knew about the conversation that Martell had with the Fletchers. We already knew about that. We already knew about the Ken, Trish, and Marquez. We already knew about that. We didn't know Destiny was really getting into her realtor stuff, so that was a little bit, that pushed it up a little bit. Martell and Ariane, that was a shocker. Maurice and Kimmy, they had nothing to talk about. And Tisha and Marceau, there was nothing there. So I'm just going to give it a 6 because Martell with the Ariane, that did it for me. That did it for me. I don't know if she's on the show. She had her picture on the show. They mentioned her. They said that she was Martell's girlfriend. So that took it up to a 6. I'm going to say a 6. I'm going to say a 6. Now yes, Big Harry. So that was a big one. That was a big one. I didn't see that one coming. That was something that was not expected. I did not see it coming. So when they show Ariane's picture, when they show Ariane Martel and the baby's picture, I was like, okay, okay, okay. I am going to drop the link. And if y'all want to come up, y'all are welcome to come up because I really do want to know what you have to say. I would love to hear what you have to say. So if you feel like talking, please go ahead and click the link and I will bring you right on up. Because, baby boo, I want to know a 6. Justine said, look at Justine. Justine said 6 on the scale of 9,000. Oh, Songbird. Songbird. I said that at the top. I said that at the top of this review. Melody, there is nowhere that Mel would fit with these people. Mel is so much. I don't know if they're gonna be out tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow. I'm gonna say by Wednesday. Hey Janine.
Hey, how are you? This is my
I'm
first
good, honey. How
time.
you doing?
I'm doing good.
Let me see if I can. Okay, well, let me turn you up. All right, what you got to say, girl? Talk to me. Not a
Um,
negative one.
I'm trying to give Carlos the benefit of the doubt, right? And
Okay.
we know who really was the star,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
The
Yep.
Scots, the Scots needs to go. They bring nothing.
And wait a minute. And here's the thing. This. Okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. Do you plan on watching the full season?
No,
Okay. How far do you plan to go?
I want to see the interactions between Neil Fletcher and the Scots, definitely.
Okay.
And if Arion comes on second season of this season here, I may watch more of it. If she's going to actually be on, that's about it. After the night, it was lackluster. The only thing that really made it was him showing, mentioning her,
That was it.
you
That was the highlight of the whole show because
know?
that's something that Carlos and them kept to their chest. Because I don't know if I told you all on a live or somebody, but you can find this storyline in most content creators' videos from about 3 or 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
We've already talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple content creators have talked about this. So Christy says she thinks that Ariane will make an appearance. Do you think Ariane will make an appearance?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
They're prepping her because when she posted that picture, it was trending on YouTube immediately.
Not trending.
Yeah, it was trending. On Instagram, it was trending.
Oh yes, Mary. I have said that in the beginning. I am so glad Mel is not on this season.
I'm glad too because
Oh, praise God.
mm-hmm.
Because what would she do? If Mel was on the season, she literally would be at her house filming everything that we see her do. And that
Mm-hmm.
would be all that she could do unless she brings in like her friends, and they go on trips together. Like she would be just a solid, she would be an entity because she has outgrown these people. She's
Mm-hmm.
outgrown these people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that she made I'm so happy Mel chose herself.
I know, right? He's skating on thin ice. Did you know that? Carlos is.
Oh, let me tell you,
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is it. I feel like if this season does not make it, if it does not make it, he's okay with it because, like I said, he's got that portfolio. He's with the Black Effect, and he is working on his plan B.
Mm-hmm.
He's working on his plan B. So if this doesn't make the cut, he's out. And if this doesn't make the cut, all these people right here on this picture, they're gonna have to go back to doing whatever it is they're doing because
Uh-huh.
nobody can hold this show. Nobody,
Mm-mm. No.
nobody can hold it.
Martell is their last hope.
My God, If Martell is their last hope, that is sad.
Because we've watched those Scots bring nothing. When I seen that they still haven't built their home and you're still renting, what is up with the complacement? They're very complacent right now. It gives nothing. I don't see no scaling with her or none of that.
No. Now I'm with Alicia right here because that when I saw that tonight, I'm so excited because I've talked about these ladies right here, and you all had asked the question: does Carlos have anything to do with the Houston show? No, 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 no. So I'm really excited because they come on August 2nd. I'm
Mm-hmm.
ready to see it to Alicia. I'm so ready. I don't know what to do. But so you said you will watch until Neil actually has an interaction with Tisha and them. Because see, it
Yeah.
seems like we're not going to get that next week.
Mm-mm.
And honestly, um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, me being a content creator, I'll create content around it, but I'm not going overboard. It will only be on a live when I talk about it. That will be it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like it's like y'all say, it's forced.
Mm-hmm.
It's forced, and I just like Kimmy and Maurice. I don't even understand why are they here. I don't understand them.
Right. It doesn't bring anything. When it comes, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna say this now. Fletcher's versus Scott's gives me the haves and the have-nots, and I can explain it.
Not to have nots.
Who got the 7 carats? Their houses was filmed for the Holts when they were together in first and second season. Who paid
Yeah,
for that Houston trip? Them
yeah.
Scots never done any of that. It was either Melody or the Fletchers doing those trips, paying for it.
You don't think production had anything to do with that? Like
Yeah,
Carlos?
yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Production. Yeah, production. I just for you whenever you're trying to build a house, your credit got to be, nice. You got to have good credit.
You gotta
Is
have
that
something.
could that be the reason why they're building their house as stalled?
They've been doing this for what, 3 seasons now?
Yeah.
And if you're gonna come on here and you still don't have no house built, and then even Kimmy saying that it just takes Marceau a long time. Like, okay, let me say this. If Kimmy and Maurice have to be on this show, I want to see the restaurant.
Right. Let's
Campbell
see
said,
the actual court case that's happening. How about that?
Hold on, she said, Millie Chun, the Scots are not going to share their lives, and it shows them coming from Miss Neil. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
They want to double team Nail, and what I'm liking from what I've seen, she stood her ground. She
Brown
stood
sugar
her
baby,
ground. Who
I
does
have nothing else to
Letitia
watch.
thinks she's putting her hands in somebody's face? Like you on Love or Hip Hop or something?
Now I do want to see their interaction with Kimmy and Neil. That will
Mm-hmm.
be the most that Kimmy's probably going to do this season.
I tell you.
There's
I,
no Songbird. There is no star quality.
mm-mm,
Now I'm gonna tell you, we know them. That's why we're able to watch it a little bit. But as far as there is nobody on here. Nell and Chris are a little too long in the tooth to be a breakout. I'm just gonna be honest.
mm-hmm.
These two are not interesting enough. We could care less about what Maurice and Kimmy is doing because Kimmy had if Kimmy comes out and talks about her diagnosis, I
Mm-hmm.
might be able to give her a point or two. But if she doesn't do that, these two have nothing to talk about.
Mm-mm,
Martell will be the shining star this season.
mm-hmm.
He will be the only thing that people will be watching for because we will be watching to see if Ariane is going to grace. Now that's going to be real disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be. It's already predictable. It's already predictable. People feel like because since one person has left, one person is coming.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of shady.
It's very shady.
Carlos, I seen a video clip.
Right, the
I seen a
carrier.
right. He had this event with the cast in Atlanta. some people had videos of it and he looked so nervous. Why you're gonna have it about that show in Atlanta and the show is filmed in Huntsville, Alabama?
What you talking about?
There was an event he had where some content creators went to, and Letitia and Kimmy was there. The husbands wasn't there, but they were there, and they had some people that's in the content world circle, that's YouTubers and stuff. He invited some people there, and he was speaking about what to expect. What I'm thinking he was trying to do was to increase more Black people watching the show.
Mm,
That's what I think.
mm.
But he's shady. He's shady. He's shady.
There is nothing about her that is likable, star quality, or anything.
Correct.
Nothing.
The only star quality there since I seen what I seen tonight has always been Melody.
That's it. But now that she's not there, he has, to me, if I have to say who's going to be the breakout of this season, it's going to be Martell.
Hmm.
That's it. And like you said, that is sad.
Yes, it is.
but
Yeah.
but Martell is the only one. And like y'all said, Ariane is Martell's storyline.
Hmm.
She is definitely his storyline. Because what else? If it wasn't for the fact that her face popped up on that TV tonight,
Hmm.
he would be in the group with everybody else.
Hmm.
But due to the fact this was the ace in the hole tonight,
Hmm.
girl, the way I sat up in my bed, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was shocked. I said, okay, he's being making some things happen now, because I'm like, wow, you
I was
know,
shocked.
yeah. Poor Carlos, poor Carlos. I tell you, he's tried, but it was shady too. It was kind of shady because
It
she just
was.
left the season a few months ago, and this happened. I'm like, wow. But hey.
Hmm. But my whole thing is when Carlos was on the morning show or whatever he was on in Atlanta, and she was asking him about Ariane, he looked to Kimmy and Tisha because she
Hmm.
called her a side chick, and she
Hmm.
said her name. Kimmy said her name is Ariane, and it's not a shock to us. We see them all the time. It's just a shock to you all because they're always together all the time. So when Martell told Carlos to film his life, I'm telling you, I feel it. I can feel it that Ariane is going to be the ace in the hole. And Carlos knows how bad the seasons were, the last couple of seasons. And he knows that that would be shocking because that would be something to talk about.
Absolutely.
Because how is she going to show up? How is she going to show up on the show? What is she going to do? Because I posted, Janine, about somebody saw her. She's in nursing school.
Hmm.
So Martell confirmed that for me tonight. He said he has put her into nursing school.
Hmm. And I hope she makes the better choices and everything. You know, if she's going to nursing school to get out of the social media realm. But it's true that he paid for that because that's not cheap. So he paid for it, got her in.
Yes, Miss T, the braces are still on, honey. Still on. And child,
But she would never be
baby,
Melody Hope.
I got DL Nancy. I hope that's how. I hope I said it right. But she on it tonight, and she's not having it, and I am here for it.
Hmm.
I am here for it. But yeah, she said TA said another woman to take care of him. She gets that. But she needs to do something. Ariel needs to do something because here it is. If she does come on the show, she got to have something to come on the show with. She can't just come on the show with braces
Hmm.
because we gon' she come on the show with them braces. We gonna eat her down in them braids.
Hmm. Yep.
Thank you, Mother of Six. She said, I feel like CK is doing a temper check with the YouTubers and fans of the show. I I agree. I can agree because he's going to see who's talking about it. He's going to see what we're talking about. So, Carlos, if you are here, let me say this. The only ace in the hole you have, sir, is Ariane Curry. And if you do bring Ariane on this show, that's going to show your hand as far as your former castmate. That's going to show your whole hand, and people are going to judge you because that would be crazy. But we realize if you bring on here what it is, because these Tisha, Destiny, it's disrespectful to have Ken, Marquez, and Trish on here. Maurice
Mhm.
and Kimmy gives nothing, and the Fletchers, we really don't care. So we understand if Ariane shows up, that is you trying to save this show because that is going to be a talking point. Point blank, period. We're going to talk about that.
Mhm.
Due to the fact that she was almost on the show anyway, per
Mhm.
honey, the fact that she was almost, Martell had her fixed up, ready to come, go. Yeah.
Mhm. But see, I believe the Scots are trying to derail that because she knows where the bones are buried when it comes to Marceau and Tisha.
Francois said, how did Destiny do tonight? Just like you said, she's still on it. She's still talking about, she's still losing. She said Lance had texted her happy Thanksgiving before he posted that he had a baby on the internet. Now, let me ask y'all a question because I do have a question about that. Are we really finding out that he actually had a baby, or when that came out on the internet, did we know? Because didn't it say that was his grandbaby? Isn't that
Mhm.
what? Okay, so now we know he really had a baby. Ooh, no, we not Pam. Now wait a minute. Nobody said she was gonna carry the show. No man. She don't have no star quality either.
Mm.
But she would just be the Martell would have the best storyline on the show.
Mhm.
That's all that'll be.
Because he's they if this goes down, he's gonna be the star out of all of them. It's gonna overshadow the Scots like it always has. They bring nothing, you know.
Hold on, who is Dion? Who you talking about? Wait a minute, ain't this Davita Jane talking about Mel was a star? She talks so bad about Mel on other channels. Who is that? Somebody in here? Because we don't talk bad about Mel over here. We don't do that. Tasha Tasha said Carlos can tie Martell and Ari to Maurice and Kimmy, giving Martell more people to film with. Because I don't know if Marceau and Martell can film together. I don't think that that can happen. Because even when they get into that little fire pit conversation, Maurice is carrying the conversation about who said something else is going to be the one that started it. But Martell said if they start it, he's going to finish it. He's going to get into it tonight. And I don't want that to be so. So honestly, Martell will be Maurice's storyline, and he will be Marceau's storyline.
Mm, okay.
She said, "Hold on." Mother of Six said the production team is in the bushes of all the CCs. Yeah, I believe it. I feel like if y'all in the bushes production, y'all did one. Y'all did a. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see y'all down here. Hold on, let me add. I'm sorry, Patricia, Kim. Hold on. I am so sorry. I didn't see y'all down here. I just saw that thing go up. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, Milton.
Hey, I feel like did did she leave?
No, I'm here.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking about Janine. Janine, you can come back if you want to. Kim, hello. Let me
Hey,
see her. Sin, hello. Patricia,
hey.
hello.
Hello.
So let me ask Patricia. Patricia, what do you think?
On what? I have so much to think about and have so much to say. For one,
Okay, give me
male
your
name
top.
still
Give me your top two. Give me your top two
okay. I
first.
can do that. Well, male name still showing on the screen that co-producer,
Okay,
and you all been talking about bringing Arian on that show. Arian cannot come on that show
okay,
until Mel signed off on this here, just like Montel did. Montel signed his shares over to Carlos. And until Mel signed off on this, she would not bring on that. They can talk about her all they want to, but she would not come on that show.
Okay.
And the next thing I have for is Ken and Trish.
Mm-hmm.
Ken know the deal. Trish do not want to marry Ken,
At
and
all.
Ken knows that, but he's pushing for her to marry him, and it's not gonna work because she's still in love with Marquez. That's why they be arguing all the time.
I could just see it tonight. It was horrible. It was. But now wait a minute. Let me ask you this before I go. I'm gonna go to. Saying I'm gonna come to you last. I'm gonna go to Kim next. But let me ask you this. Did you see Mel's name on the credits? That's why you said she's still on there.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
and
Patricia.
Mel still gets her bag from there too because they done reached over the amount of shows as well as Montel.
Hold on. Hey PK. So Patrice, Patricia. Give me your top two.
I just told you
Oh.
about the production
Oh wait a minute.
and
Not.
about
Oh
it.
wait a minute. I'm talking about Kim. My bad, Kim. Kimmy, give me your top two.
My top two what?
Just your ideas, your thoughts.
Okay, so I feel like Big Ari is, like you said, going to be bringing the drama. So I think they're going to probably stretch it out, as in drag it on, pop her in here and there, maybe if it's even by picture or just by conversation. And I wouldn't be surprised if towards the end they're not talking about marriage. It probably will never happen, but I think they're going to bring that in for the interest and the drama.
Yep.
Um, and I'm also just majorly disappointed in the fact that they're even entertaining her. That's my other thing. Like, I just,
I was shocked. I mean, I wasn't shocked, but I was shocked.
yeah, me too. I
You know
was
what I'm
like,
saying? I wasn't shocked because they got to do something.
yeah,
Because with these, this is what no,
right.
they have to do something. So, well, let me ask you this: like I asked Janine, how far are you going to go for the season? Are you in for the season? Are you in up to a point?
Well, so it's kind of week by week. It's me and a couple of my chapter members that are all over.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of text each other during the show, and we're
Mm-hmm.
going to decide when we've had enough because it's really already was to that point the end of last season. But we thought we would give it a chance. So I really don't know. I mean, yes, we're interested, but you know, the disrespect is just too much sometimes, and you just
Yeah,
want to, middle finger up. I'm out of here.
that middle finger up. Okay,
The
Sam, your top two.
military.
First
Yes.
of all, my first one was when Wanda came driving up looking like Medea, and she,
We're
but
going
that
to
house,
we're going to say Tisha's mother. That's how we would
yeah,
refer to her. Okay.
Tisha's Tisha's mother.
Okay.
But the house that they live in is that house that they had before, and they just remodeled it. Remember when they were staying in that apartment?
No, that's not it. That's the house they had moved into last season. And they moved into it just for a little while until whatever they building with this forklift gets ready. Hold on, let me add Dion. Hey Dion.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, honey.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I ain't got no background noise. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the same place they were living. You know, like when Destiny came in and her and Tisha had the same hairstyle, and they were talking about Sonny and Moses being on the show. That's the same house.
Okay, but the Scots need to just go on. They want to be so famous so bad that when I saw both sets of Scots, I was like, y'all are so desperate.
This is the most lamest set of Scots
Yeah,
I've ever
look
seen
at
in my life.
look at him. Kind of lemon lemonade.
Hold on, let me get to Dion right quick. Dion just got in here. What's going on, Dion?
No, I just came in and you had read my comment. Oh no, I probably ran her off your live because
Oh, that the one lady.
Yeah, because I was surprised. Davita Jane, I guess she changed her name to Janine to come speak to you. She is a avid hate mail watcher. She be on the other channels, and I was just so surprised. I was like, wait a minute, ain't that the lady that be on the other panels that hate mail and all for Martell? And when she just said the Scott's not bringing anything, and she know who the star is. Oh baby, she can't stand mail. So that's when you read my comment, I was kind of conversing with the people in this chat because she be on. I don't know if you like to say other content creator names or
No,
whatever,
no.
but yeah, but she be on another lady's panel, and she hates
What?
males. Yeah, so that's probably why she got off. When I
That's
said
true.
that in the
That's
chat,
true.
because you was like, did you lose her, baby? I'm like, now come on now.
So that's
I
why she
thought,
left that fast because she was out of here.
yeah,
Because
cause she was out here lying. That's why she left.
I didn't know. I had no idea. I hadn't, I didn't know. So thank
Well,
you.
I heard her say, and I probably when I was typing, I probably came in like you know how you come in somebody's video, but I didn't come into the live part. So
Hmm.
I was listening to the part when she was like, "Well, we know who the star is." Not you talking about Mel Star. How you talk about that lady and drag for her so bad, like a dog on the other channels, and how you so happy to see Arian and Martell and you love Miss Wonder and the Scots and all the y'all folks, people just need to cut it out.
I had
I, I
no
can't
idea.
I can't
Thank
stand.
you for letting me know because like I'm not over here to
Yeah,
hate.
I know you don't probably be in
No,
the chats and stuff and
no,
know
I don't.
who be carrying bones and stuff like that. But baby, you wrong for that. Get on up out here with that fake fondom is. And I'm one to call it out. You see what my sign is. Baby, I set the whole damn street on fire. Don't do that. Don't be I can't I just had to come up and say that because you probably couldn't put two and two together. Like,
No,
what is she
because
talking about?
no, because I mean I was just literally talking about the show. I wasn't talking about, I didn't know. So thank you for letting me know, child. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't want any of that. But um let me go back to Kim. Kim, give me your other two.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna drop down because that's
wait,
all I wanted to say. I
Dion,
just wanted to
did you have
call her out.
something? Did you have something to say about the Dion for the win? Dion the MVP for the night. Did
Okay,
you
bye, y'all.
wait a minute, Dion, did you have anything to say about the show?
Oh no, I didn't watch it. I
Oh,
didn't. I didn't watch it. Other than the part that I just came in and well, I only thing I saw was on YouTube. I guess they talked about her or showed a picture of her or something, but I didn't watch the show.
okay. Well, I think you if you listen to this, you good. I think
Yeah, I see. I came in behind. I didn't catch the beginning of your live. I just came. I clicked on, and I saw you live.
hmm,
But when I hit the play button, I went up to the live part. I kind of slid it back to a little bit, and I was
okay.
started. I put the phone down and started listening. I was like, "Wait a minute!" I looked at the later picture, and when she said, I'm kind of what else she said somebody I'm trying to give Carlos the benefit of the doubt or something. I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
that voice sound familiar. And then when I looked, I was like, no, she did.
Yeah, Dion is the MVP of the night. Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am. Thank you for pointing it out because there's no need of coming in here and being one way and you another. There's no
Yeah, don't. And
there's
you
no
ain't even like that. You gonna have an open conversation.
yeah,
I'm part of the Miller crew.
yeah,
I be over there on TikTok with you. Like
yeah,
I'm able to catch you. You ain't even on that type of time. It's just an
never.
open conversation with you. So you ain't even got to come over here and be fake and phony
Yeah.
and play. And I was just surprised that she came up there with her real picture. She got a distinct voice. She can't hide it. But she changed her name, and I'm like. Baby, how you be talking about Mel like a dog, and how you go up for Martell, how you say Mel emasculated him, and how you can't stand her. She just said on the other lady channel, she was over the show. She got so tired of hearing Mel's voice and all of this and that. Like, oh, we ain't going for that. I'm not going for that. I ride for Mel. I
Yeah.
know you
Yeah.
no, don't be fake and phony.
Yeah,
Cause she could have
Dion.
literally came up here and gave her real opinion. You wouldn't have taken it no way.
No,
You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't.
accept.
Yeah, because I mean, because even if people don't like it, or they do like it, or they
Yeah,
grew
if
up,
she would have came up and voiced her opinion, said, "Oh, for whatever reason she was glad Mel went on the show," but to come back be fake with you, I ain't going for that with her playing in your face, and I damn sure ain't going for that with her playing in Mel face. And I said what I said.
Thank you, Dion.
oh, thank you,
Okay,
Dion.
bye,
I
y'all.
appreciate it. I appreciate
I'm
it.
finna get out so I can listen.
Okay, honey. Bye
All
bye.
right.
Okay,
Ooh,
Kim. Kim,
yes.
give me your next two.
So my next two would definitely be Tisha's mom. I guess that's what we're calling her.
Yeah,
And her relationship and that whole fight thing and the argument she has with Marceau. I just don't know where that is, if that's actually
going.
not. And then two, the streets are talking about the fact that in current day, Marceau and Tisha are supposed to be kind of on the outs.
That's what the street. That's what the word on the curb is.
Right,
Now Tisha got up in there today, pledging her love for her man and how he have her back and she got his back and all that. It is what it is. They do what they
right.
need to do for the show. But like you say, in current times, we don't know what's going on.
Exactly. And I mean, I wonder, I mean, I don't keep up with like how long ago they taped the episodes and all of that. So, I mean, you just never know. And the whole love thing and whether or not he has all these chicks on the side, like I don't know what else is going to take
Yeah,
your
because
story.
even when Destiny asked, was he exclusive or was he a one woman man? I mean, he gave an answer like Maurice. I mean, he was
Right.
like, yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't say yes. I am a one woman man. I'm exclusive with Ariane. She is the mother of my child, and she is. But he did say, hold on, let me say this. What he did say, he said, he said, literally talking about her, said calling her a peasant. He said that he is lucky to have her on his side. And then I said, okay.
Yep.
That was a
Well,
publicity
okay,
stunt.
seeing what you got.
I said, that was a publicity stunt.
But what if, because this is what I think. I think Martell and Ariana don't have a choice but to be together. I think this could be, and this is just me playing devil's advocate. I think Martell may have realized that he is ruined because I can't see any knowledgeable, self respecting, citizen functioning woman who would want Martell Hope.
No,
With everything he's done, everything you can Google about him, the court cases, everything that's going on, I feel like for him to say her by his side, that's all he got.
And
that's
he
true.
broke.
That's
That's
true. That's all he got
He
by
ain't got
his
no
side.
money. Don't
right. And
nobody want Montel.
that's why he's paying for her to finish nursing school. They're
Yeah,
gonna fall back
I
on,
hear you, JT.
yeah, that
And
medical.
that's gonna take a minute. You're not gonna get paid just like that. She got to first pass her course, and the way that she trying to keep up with Martell, that's gonna be kind of hard for her to do, to try to hang on to Martell and watch him and go to school and try to do lesson two. Nursing is not no little easy thing.
Well, you
Yeah,
know what she
a little
told.
drop on.
Well, you know what she told Tasha K. She told Tasha that she couldn't go to her labs and work on her things, and then trying to keep up with Martell.
That's what I know.
She dropped out in the beginning. She could have been a full fledged nurse at this point. She could have been a BSN.
She could have been a nurse practitioner.
Yes, traveling.
Monso and Tisha is not gonna let that girl come on this show, because of the fact is that girl knows a lot of other secrets that have not yet to be told. This is why this child is not coming on this show. It's not so much about male and all that. She knows a lot of secrets, and Kim, not Kim, Kimmy, Maurice. She know all of their secrets. She done hung out with them.
Because it all you got to Google is Ariane Curry, and it will come up there when Ariane took that picture of them in Atlanta, and Martell under the picture said, Thank you for capturing this moment. Good job, Ariane. Now, I've always said, I don't care what Tisha and Kimmy says. If Martell is so comfortable to bring his side chick on a guy's trip, you got to understand that they comfortable too.
Yeah.
Period. Now I don't know if they still comfortable. I don't know if they done slowed down because it's a possibility. Because that's what Sonny said. The reason she didn't come on the first time, Marceau cut the food.
And not only that, when Marcel had that car wreck, who you think he was in that sports car by himself when they was
Mm-hmm.
going to that cabinet? No,
Mm-hmm.
that girl knows a lot of their secret, and she told us herself. She say, "Y'all just don't know half of the story." Cause see, she been messing around with Martell a long time.
Not CNA school, but yeah, because Tisha and her mother both questioned Marceau about why would you drive that car instead of driving your truck? Like, you wouldn't take a woman out on a date in your work truck if you got a two-seater BMW or Benz. Why would you do something like that?
Mm.
because he because he had that woman with him. And you know one thing I learned because it didn't happen to me when he had that car wreck on that police report, it'll tell you how many people was in that vehicle.
Sure will. But let me tell y'all this. What TA said right down here, Ariana knows it all and will tell it.
She will
Now that, now if you want to have a show,
give her some wine.
if you want to have a show, put get you some Inez wine, you and Martell, because he's a lightweight, and put y'all in a room.
No, she
And
ain't. She like Hennessy, but no, she's not.
no, I'm talking about Martell is.
Oh, yeah.
Martell was talking to Queen Sheba and drank two sips and talked all over himself.
Well, you see how he
Mhm.
was acting at Sheree's party.
All I'm gonna say is this: if they don't bring her on there and she is on speakerphone and they get to talking, this gonna take that show to where it need to be. They might get another season if that happens. So if there's any production in there, you heard it from me. Because baby, I'm gonna tell you that's the only way. I'm honestly, I just don't know. I don't know. What did
You
y'all think?
right. You
Look,
right.
yeah. So Patricia,
Because
what was
right now, with us just seeing the first part of this show, we already know where this show is going. And before they really even plan it out, we already know what's finna happen.
it's
Yep.
already predictable. It's already predictable. Cause I'm gonna tell you, first of all, I will give it kudos. That's why I say I give it a 6. Hey, Mel's Red Phone. That's why I say I give it a 6. Because when he mentioned Ariana and brought up her photo, and we're sitting here talking about her. So when he mentioned her and brought up the photo, I was gobsmacked. I couldn't even believe that. And so I was like, okay, this is where it's going to go for him. Now, Maurice and Kimmy,
They need to go on back to
I don't even know. And then now Nail is going to try to make fetch happen with Maurice and Kimmy uh, on the strength of what Fletcher said about them. That's Nail and Chris's storyline. On the NDA conversation, that's their storyline with Tisha and Kimmy. Hold on. Mother Six said, well, thank you, Mother Six, thank you. Well, he can possibly get another woman because the number of people watching is equivalent to the population of a rural city.
Mm. And you know, oh, Milton, you remember when you said on that interview that
Girl,
Kimmy said that what happened?
what happened?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. When Kimmy said, her name is Ariane. Girl, you know you a part of that side chick community.
Yeah, that's her trying to play nice
Yeah. Cause she
because
don't want Ariane to say.
Ariane was there when she took the picture of her husband and Tisha's husband on a boys' weekend.
Yep. And
Because
remember, I think
for
Ariane was there
Maurice,
when
For
I
Maurice to
think
say on the reunion that he wouldn't have left and she look at him crazy, because that is crazy. If
yeah,
I'm with Kim, Patricia, and Sin, and they come here and bring somebody else to him, I'm like, hold up, that ain't right. I don't want to be a part of this because I don't want him asking me nothing because then I'm gonna have to lie. I'm out.
yeah.
Patricia, what else you got? Give me your other two.
Trisha gone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The other that I wanted to talk about is that uh Chris and Nell, they both know about Arion.
Yeah,
It's not that they just met this girl, but they got to play this here off because of the fact that is they was straddle the fence. They was wanting to be Mel's friend, Chris and Nell wanted to be Mel and Martell's friend, so they
hmm,
had to play the fence game with Mel. But
yep,
Mel said it out her own mouth. She said she don't need some people being friends with her this week and the next week you hee ha up in their faces.
yep,
And she mentioned that herself. And the other thing I wanted to mention is about Tisha and Marceau. Why they had a storyline if they go ahead on and talk about their going to seeing the counseling and they was headed for divorce. They have a storyline just as Kimmy should have a storyline when she should have been on there talking about breast cancer, not when she's getting ready to go into the hospital and have surgery. She missed a key point.
she
Wait,
missed it.
now you want to bring it to the commercial about early detection about
Yeah,
breast cancer.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I when I saw that, I was like, because I talked about that on a live. I was like,
Yeah, you did.
Kimmy has gone, like Kimmy had a whole season. And shout out to Here for High Tea. Instead of sitting here talking about your libido for a whole entire season,
Mm,
you could have been helping women to go, okay, we I need to go get this done. What did Kimmy use for products for her hair? I had the same diagnosis. I'm coming back from Kimmy. How you could have been dropping jewels all
Yes.
season and we would have felt different about you. But now you're in a scene and you're still talking to your husband and he's not coming forward because he did not answer her.
nope.
Telling me that you've never had anybody to sign an NDA is not telling me that you've never had a side chick to
Mm,
sign an NDA. And that's what she wanted to hear. And he did not say that. And you know he's a lawyer. You know he says things in a roundabout way. So he's
mhm.
Metatron,
still
you know
making
that
you look crazy.
that lady know that Maurice is having side chicks out there in the street. Anytime you coming home at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing out there open but legs.
Mm.
Okay, she
And
know that
Steph
that
Steph.
man is out there messing around. When Mel was talking about that lipstick and his pink lips and all that, she got so upset about that because he had just probably just left the lady's house.
Thank you. Thank you, Judy. Hey,
No,
Deirdre.
Kim, Kimmy, she knows that Maurice is messing around because look at it. How you get him is how you losing him.
Let me tell
That's
you
right.
something. Look what Songbird said. Maurice never left them streets. The
Yeah.
fact that she was talking to Carlos and saying that when she met him, he was going out and he still stays out. Sir, you are a married man.
Hmm.
Unless me and you coming in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, ain't nobody coming in. The alarm is on. Do you
Yeah.
understand me? And if you come in here at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, the police will be activated because it's going off. Because why are you coming in my house like this? That is crazy. That is
True.
crazy. Who does that?
Maybe she was just so desperate to have a man. I don't know. But shoot, ain't no way I'm gonna be somebody's side chick and then get married and then he have other side chicks. Come on now.
I mean, it's
She's afraid of being alone. That's Kimmy's problem. Being
yeah.
her age, she feel as if she can't find another man. But she be surprised. She looks good. She's well educated. Someone is looking at her just like Maurice was looking. But that man there
Wait,
is still out there playing in them streets. But she don't want to. She don't want to be alone.
she
I
does want
just
to be
saw that.
alone. Smells Red Phone said, do y'all see the irony of Maurice having a credit business yet his own family sued left and right and bankrupt? Isn't it odd we never heard nary credit tip? No, they only wear that T-shirt. That's all they wear.
I heard they don't own it.
I
I
heard
don't
it was closed down.
I don't know. I
That's
don't know
that's
that.
that's what one of the other CC went by the place and said it's closed. There's nothing in there.
Well, let me ask y'all this: what y'all think about at the preview for this coming up season that Maurice is saying that Kimmy's son feels that. Well, wait a minute. Marceau said that he felt like Maurice was the golden child. Now that is how Kimmy's son feel about Munster. How in the world can Kimmy's son, who is a grown man, who we've
With a
seen have
baby.
his own place, feel like Munster, who is just not getting ready to go to college, is the golden child? Because he is grown. You can't be jealous of nobody going to college. That is
He
crazy.
went. He went to college. Remember? And remember when he graduated?
No, I'm
And
talking about Munster.
I
Munster is
know.
just not getting ready to go to college. Kimmy's son already went to college and has graduated. How will he feel like Munster is the golden child? Because you should be a functioning adult. Just because they may be doing something, that shouldn't even bother you.
He feels as if because he wasn't there in Monster's life the way that he should have been. And as he there now, he still does not participate with Monster. If you pay attention to everything that needs to be done, Kimmy does it. Not Maurice. Maurice is basically there, got that boy there where he's a young man now. It's because he
Oh,
didn't want to pay that child support, and that's why he ended up with that boy at the house. Other than that, he would not have Monster.
Nope.
okay, wait a minute. Before we go to look what Leo said. Millie, did you notice Kim and Maurice were in a new house yet? I didn't watch, but they said their home was foreclosed on. What? Not the
That's
good kind of
true.
people.
That is
They
true.
they lost that house. That's true. That is true.
Yep. They
And the
put
reason
that
they
house.
hadn't finished that building that they've been doing for since last year is because Maurice ain't got no money and Kimmy done tapped out.
Kimmy put that house, put Maurice's name on there, and they lost all their money because of them liens and stuff.
Yes, that
So
is true.
Charmaine said that they moved to Tennessee. I don't think they
Yep,
moved no Tennessee.
they did.
You know what? Maybe that was going. Maybe I did hear that on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, you heard it on
Yeah,
YouTube.
you heard it. You
Cause
heard
the
it.
truck
Yeah.
showed. They showed the truck when they was leaving.
Was bagged up to their house. You must have been watching the same time I was watching. U-Haul was bagged up to their house, and
Ooh,
they was
cut
moving. And
Tasty.
we thought it was Jaden getting his stuff out of there, but they was moving out that house because he lost it when that lawsuit
Oh, that
started going
lawsuit.
out.
That's
And
what she
John,
just said.
that's what happened.
That's what was it? The Syria TV said, "Yep, I heard they lost their house because of that lawsuit." Cut and paste Tisha, what's up? She said Jalen probably feels that Munster is getting away with a lot of things that Kimmy probably didn't allow Jalen doing when he was Munster's age. Okay, I hope Jalen ain't around here, but ATL said that it's jealousy. It is real. So
But you remember
this what
Millicent
y'all gonna this what
Jaden
y'all
when
gonna do for the
you
season?
remember when uh 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 what's his name? Jalen was talking to his mama about a monster don't clean his room up. That Kim had to go in
Yep.
there and get his clothes up off the floor and clean his room up. And he say, "Well, Mama, you never did that for me. I had to keep my own room clean. I had to wash my own clothes. You showed me how to wash my clothes, and I had to wash my own clothes." You remember that scene there, Millichan?
I do remember that. And you
Yeah.
trying to tell me that Jalen gonna come on this show with that kind of stuff? I'm not gonna be here for that. That is gonna be
He need
crazy
a
to me.
storyline.
Not Mother Six said the living of the audacity of the side chicks. Thank you, mother of six.
But
Not a
why
fake
ain't
wedding
Kimmy talk
brother.
about her grandbaby? Why Kimmy talk about her grandbaby?
Jalen got a
Because
baby.
they keeping it
Yeah.
hid.
Where I been?
You've been traveling. That's where you been.
I
Yep.
ain't, wait a minute.
That baby should be about
Pearl said,
about
wasn't that Kimmy
four
Talk?
or 5 months old.
Mills Red Phone said, lost the house. Kimmy on HGTV and then lost the house. That is crazy.
And they was out there pretending about the lot that they supposed being bought, and then the place where Marceau was supposed to be still building. Hell, he ain't finished his own thing because they got liens going left and right out there on Rock Mountain. They ain't gonna never
Not
get
right
that
now.
house finished.
Oh my God.
Yeah, cause what's her name is
How
getting
y'all
credit.
just come on TV and you got people that can just unravel your web of lies?
You can pull it up. Hey, public now you can pull all that stuff up, but they get up there lying like people is not gonna look up all this stuff. People gonna find even about the records, the court records, and all of that. But they
Yeah,
go
because
in there lying, just
yeah,
like that boy telling that girl about this was holding the divorce up because Trisha put on minor child on the paperwork,
Now
and
wait a
then he
minute.
gonna.
Let me talk about
I'm
that.
sorry.
Let me talk about that. Because I remember I was in, I want to say Southport, North Carolina. It was on a Sunday, and Trisha had messaged me on Instagram. And that was the day before Diana Rose had put out them text messages. Trisha had sent the text message to Diana. She had sent them to me. And
Yes.
That Sunday, I had posted that paper that Trish had posted. Well, she had the kid's name on it. So in my mind, in the preview, that's the same paper that Ken gonna put in front of Marquez. Now I don't know how Marquez is gonna say. I don't know what he said, but he gonna have the paper. So even though Trish probably did, I don't know. I do not know. Even though Trish probably did do the paperwork, didn't have no minor kids on there, but the picture that this is why I said it's already in my. I already got a video on it. I did a video on it that Sunday and then Monday, I believe. But
Military, they had two divorce papers.
yeah,
That
yeah, I
that
know.
one that didn't have it on there. The second one that she's supposed to be getting notarized. That's the one that she didn't put. She put on there that she didn't have any minor kids. It was two sets.
Mm,
That's the paper that when that lady came, was supposed to be her friend and notarized that paper.
yeah,
That was the paper that Ken is talking about. But the one that went to the courthouse, it was two sets. One that she
wait,
signed at the table.
wait. Time out right quick. I'm with Judy. Judy said a grandbaby. I know Judy. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. So I'm lost too. Girl, I said the same thing. Not a grandbaby. Jesus Christ. It's a lot been going on.
But it
Oh,
was two sets of papers. And the first one that boy signed, that was the one that Ken was throwing up into Marquette's face. But the second paper that was in the courthouse, they had no minor kids on there. She did that because
yeah.
this is what to prolong this divorce because Trish don't want to marry Ken.
Okay. And I think that is what's going to be the thing because tonight, when Ken mentioned marriage, Trish eyes went the other way outside the window. Like she was not hearing it. And I don't understand.
Not out the window.
Yes. And then for Marquez
She
to
rolled
ask
her
him,
eyes.
for Marquez to ask him how much longer is it going to be 5 years? You are still married. Marquez, you can go over there. I don't understand. I
that's why
don't
he
like
went in that door without knocking.
I don't like. Let me get into what Charmaine just said because this is hella funny to me. Charmaine said when they said they came into town to check on their property, that's because they no longer live in Alabama. You don't have to come to town when you live in town. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just feel like after we sit here and talk and we unveil all this stuff, because this is where it comes apart. You know what I'm saying? Like they put it in a pretty package on television. But when the people that know what's really going on and dig down in them things, like your stuff just comes apart. Because honestly, Trish, Ken, and Marquez gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to do something to make. They're gonna have to do something that we already don't know about because we already know they done filmed in Atlanta. I don't know because let me tell you something. When I was in Atlanta, I was with my friend. We was on our way out. Marquez called me and said me and Ken just got into a fight. So I already know that from January. So whole thing is, so y'all gonna get in the fight because that's when the his daughter had a recital, right?
Mm-hmm.
And him and
Right.
they got into it. So I don't know if that's going to be filmed. I can't remember if he said that was going to be filmed or not. I can't remember. But if
No,
that's
because it
filmed,
was the Pow Pow got involved. That's not the Pow Pow
okay,
who
that was
came
the
in.
time that came out.
Yeah,
Okay.
And that's
that
why he got
they cut
fired.
that they cut that part out. They edited that out.
She's
But why on a good
Miss Me
note?
Wanda Marie said Marquez has more sense than Ken and Trish. He's frustrated and does not explain himself good. Yeah, but he's not crazy nor broke. Now I will give you that.
That's true.
He cannot get his thoughts out.
Right. That's true.
I
He
had
be
to
nervous to me
tell
when he's talking. He's real nervous, and he don't complete his
No.
his his thoughts, and they be bomb rushing him, and that makes him forget what he was saying at first instead of just sit down and talk at a normal tone. But Ken don't want Trish to have that conversation with Marquez because Trish still in love with that boy.
And it's so apparent. Let me say this.
Mm.
I'm not about to have no argument with nobody I'm not with. If you got a problem with me, that is your problem. And you gonna have to go there and figure it out. Cause you can't bring it to me because I don't care that much. You understand what I'm saying? But for her to go back and forth with him. But one thing about Marquez, this is what I noticed about him. Like, you're right. He doesn't quite know how to get his words out, but he wants to explain everything like from the beginning. And sometimes we just don't really care about the beginning. Because, like, when he was talking to that lady tonight, and he was like, do I know you? Like, she did have a lot of energy. Like, who is Sharon? Sharon is something else.
Yeah,
that out.
Sharon should have been quiet.
And I feel like he's sitting here trying to explain to Sharon. And when he said, I would like to talk to you about it later, there's no need for you to talk to Sharon Marquez. What you gonna talk to Sharon for? She already has a thought process out. She already know what she think. You don't need to talk to her.
Then he gonna say, "Well, how long you been knowing Trish? And
What
have you
difference
and
does it
Trish
make?
been talking about me? He already on 10, and that lady, her energy was on 10 when he came through that door.
Oh my God. She was like, here you go. And I was like, so Trish cannot have, because I remember this conversation. I remember, I don't know if it was me, I heard it on YouTube. I remember him saying, I think he was telling us that he had gone to her house and it went bad because here's the thing. I think that same situation is going to be on there because I want to say Ken is going to come home. And the fact that his son has to tell him to stop is crazy to me. You see what I'm saying? Like he want to keep going. He don't know when to stop. Like there's no need for you to keep going. There's no need. If you don't know this person, ain't no need you trying to get into it with her. That's Trish friend. What you
Yeah.
talking to her for? She
I,
not on your side. She don't even care what you think.
right. I think his part of his problem is he has anxiety problems, and so that
Yeah.
then it stops you from speaking the way you should speak because you're overthinking about what you're trying to say. And so that happens with him all the time. He, like you said, Millie, he overthinks and he
Yes.
explain more than we already passed that and we already understand. But he feels like because he wants to make sure the person understands, he wants to go
Mm-hmm.
the whole
Yeah.
story from day one. And
Yeah.
but the
Not
fact
Mother
that
Six said that Ken looking for all the Queen's men. Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if Ken end up on all the Queen's men, I'm a,
But
Trish
he
gonna
would
be
definitely
back with
want to be a
I'm gonna be
Marquise.
star.
done. I'm
He
Do
a,
would definitely want to be a star. But you're
yeah,
right, Kim. What Marquez is trying to do, instead of him starting where it's at, he wants to
mhm.
start from the beginning and then go all the way up to where they at now. And
yeah.
people don't want to hear that.
We're not
You
Mhm.
know,
here for
we already know about all that.
cause how why do you care why do you care how long they've been knowing Trish? That
Right.
that's a non-factor. That's not information you need to know. But I do agree with him, like, man, why do you have all this energy for me? Like, Sharon, this your first time on a camera, ma'am. You can slow down. You can calm down a little bit. We got
But
time. You coming on
isn't that
next week.
is that ain't that's that boy? Ain't that Ken's friend's fiance?
I
That
don't know
that
that.
they getting ready to bring on the show. That is that his fiance? Because she mentioned that she had just met Trish when they started at the gym.
She said 4 years ago. four
Well,
years
why we just not seeing her? She
because
never
she
talk
has
about her.
because she has to have somebody on the show, like she just had she needs. I think Carlos is giving her an outside friend because it works better if she has someone to film with other than the veterans. Because see, she got to have somebody that she can start on the ground floor with. Hold on. She said, wait a minute. She said, even if Trish get pregnant, that man not leaving.
Cause
Thank
he
you.
can't have no kids.
Thank you, Fabulous Face. Honey, I would be outdone. I would be outdone.
But you see how Trish be bucking her eyes when she trying to yell at somebody.
But let me tell you though, I'm a Tamika. From what you said, I would have been very, I would have appreciated it more if Trish had said stop and get out.
Exactly.
You did not knock, call, or ask if you could come in my house.
Yep.
Get out. And
That's all she
no,
had.
and I'd be like, Sharon, you be quiet, and Marquez, you get out.
Right. That's
Because
all she
how
could have
you coming in
said.
my house? Cause okay, Marquez told me that he said that girl is coming back. So Marquez told me that production, he had pulled up to the house. He had gone to get his daughter from practice or whatever. He had pulled up to the house. Production told him to wait until something something, and then they told him when to go in.
Yep. I remember that. I
He told
remember.
us that. I don't know if he told us. I know he told me, and maybe I told you, but that's what happened. And see, that's what I'm saying. We already got this doggone video about 100 videos back.
So I
Hmm.
said the
And
whole show gonna be YouTube and Instagram.
you remember that cut and paste teacher? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said Martell tonight is a six because Martell was the only one that had a surprise.
Yeah.
Now wait a
Yeah,
minute.
but
Let me ask you this: then, what would you rate the show? Just give
Two.
me your number.
Two.
Kim.
I'm struggling, but I would give it about a 5 because I think the Tisha's mom, that element, I don't agree with what all was being said and happening, but I think she brought some energy, and then of course with Big Ari, or else it would have been much.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
dead.
Okay, Patricia. What about you?
I would give it a 5, and the reason I would say 5 because me and Wanda got into it. So
What?
yeah, me and her got into it. I had to put her in her place to let her know you don't talk to grown women like the way that you be talking to people,
When
and
does
that
this
I'm
happen?
about a couple of months ago. I'm
Thank
70
you,
years
Riri.
old, and you're not gonna
Thank you,
disrespect
Mother
me and call me
Patricia.
no bees and all that.
Thank
You're
you.
not
Thank
gonna do that. So I had to get her in order. So seeing her back on this show kind of like trigger that back in me, remind me of how she tried to call me different things, and then you can't call me those different things because you don't know nothing about me. Just like I don't know no more than what I see on TV about her. but you're not gonna disrespect me and think it's gonna be okay and think it's funny. Her and her partners, so they had to they had to cut me off for her because I had put her in her place.
Where was this? When was this? When did this happen?
On I was strolling in the streets and I stroll up on the wrong yes. I
Okay.
was in the streets, man, Sean, and
Okay.
I made a wrong turn.
Okay. So we're gonna say Tisha's mother. Everybody understand that, right? Tisha's mother.
But I
Yes.
want to
Okay.
make y'all
But
laugh. I was listening to Tisha's mother while I was driving to work, and she said us women need to go to bed with our necklace on.
I'm not fooling with you saying.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm not fooling with you saying. I'm
she
not. I'm not fooling with
said,
you.
she didn't say negligee. She said negligee.
I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'm just gonna go with the core cast,
Yeah,
and
stay
I dip in there every once in a while when I need to.
yeah, stay
Mhm.
But
stay
let me just say this, y'all. I think honestly, um, I really don't know where this is going. We've only seen, okay, Pepper said it's a three for her. We've only seen one episode, and I have to say we got to give it two, at least two. Wait a minute, I'm gonna put this up here. I got to put this up here because Cheryl got it up here. At least two. Y'all not.
Millie, you ain't helping by promoting it.
Okay. And Fabulous said it looks like a good season. Let me say, you know what? Let me say this. I'm gonna piggyback on what Fabulous said. I I would like to see after we get past the stuff we know, because I think that's the problem right now. We've seen all of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole show.
We've seen all of this. So I know I'm in till I see something new. Now Martell brought me something new tonight. I'm not gonna lie. No. She said she's not going to hell with us. We not going. We not going. I promise we not. I promise we not. Y'all know. I'm not gonna try to send y'all there. That ain't what I'm trying to do. We are trying to get to the gates. But the thing is, I think once we get past of everything we've already seen Nail on live cursing Martell out for the polo event. We've all seen Tisha, Marceau, and all what they're doing. We've already Kimmy and
Yeah.
Maurice. I'm gonna tell you something. Kimmy and Maurice would have to. It would have to be a scandal for me to pay attention to Kimmy and Maurice, and I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I will say, oh, I forgot about Destiny. It would have to be a scandal for her too,
Child,
because
she walked up in there with all that
Destiny is
fake stuff on.
Destiny is wheat rice cakes for me. So that's all she gives me. But Martell, if I have to say you this is the one to watch and this is the one that stepped up, Martell has stepped up for me. In the first episode, we'll see if he keeps stepping up. But tonight he was the only thing there was to watch.
Make sure he ain't got no other
He
show.
did that because he couldn't go around there chasing mail.
Thank you, Deirdre. Say what now?
That's
I said
exactly.
he did that. He's doing that because he can't go around there chasing mail, talking about, oh, I wish we was in a better place.
Wait, Roxy said Destiny is a scandal. How Destiny gonna get ran through all this season? Did y'all see that?
Hmm.
Yes, now
Destiny
Carlos is
sleeping.
wrong for that. Carlos got her looking like a 304 with and that now he's totally wrong for that. And she don't realize what it's making her look like. It ain't cute.
So
Destiny, okay,
are the two guys related? The two guys are related,
cousins.
right?
They're cousins.
Cousins.
Mm. See,
Four of them.
And
when
then Nell is gonna ask him, has she slept with the boy?
mm.
And I
And
don't
what
know
did the
what they're
boy
gonna
say?
say. He didn't say anything yet. You know how they cut it off. But Lance turning around, laughing, looking the other way, and him looking crazy at Nell. But he
Yeah, yeah,
needed it.
Roxy, a 304.
I
Got her looking just like a 304 out there with 4 men.
But they want to talk about Melanie.
And she got her own storyline if she just start talking about her money that she owed her ex-husband, going to jail, all that. She got a story.
A
Are we going?
storage cabinet.
Are we going to go back in the stores this season? Do you think we're going to be back in the storage?
Nah, that probably blew up.
Me too, JT. Oh, honey, this is it right here. JT, thank you. Because I'm so glad that Sonny and Moses are not on, because now she gonna have to pull something other than her draws up, because it's gonna have to be something. It's gonna have to be something.
that's
Because I was like, how you gonna be around here run through like that? You sitting over here because we all know this is the problem. We all know Destiny has said that she was not seeing it for Lance. So why would you bring Lance and Destiny on the show and have her sit in front of him like she care about the fact that he done had a baby on her? He ain't had no baby on Destiny. Destiny don't see it for Lance. So stop saying that. Cause she just
Right.
said at the renewal of Fletcher of the Fletchers, she just said, I don't see it for him. Or either she said it on a live or something. No, she said it on the show. I
She
don't
yeah.
said
see
it
it
was too
for him.
short for her.
But now
She
you got
also said if anybody show interest in her, of course she gonna go out with him. So she's not focused on no one man. She's out there. She's playing the field. Whoever gonna feed her, that's gonna be her man for the night.
Or pay her light bill. I'm just saying. Hey,
Vernita.
does she
Vernita,
still
they
have
said
that show?
Vernita, they said
Yeah.
304 so loud, girl. They said it's so loud.
Do she still have that show with her with that lady that I guess her
They
I
done
hope
fell
so.
out.
they fell out.
Yeah, they no longer friends.
Who?
You talking her counselor?
I hear you.
Yeah.
No, they no longer friends. The one that she was staying in the house with. No,
Yeah.
Destiny wouldn't pay her rent. Destiny on her rent money. So she had to put Destiny out, so they no longer friends.
Not Carlos said be a hoe or get fired. I can't. I'm done. These comments is off the rocker.
Yeah.
Off the rocker.
Ooh,
I
child.
cannot believe that Destiny would allow them to have her to come on a show and pretend like she care about one man and with the cousin. Why I gotta be the cousin? Why I can't be somebody else?
Destiny need that check, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Destiny need that check. Destiny ain't got nothing else going for her but owns check.
Thank you. Hold
And
on.
after
Thank you,
they
cut and paste Tisha. Hold on. Thank you, cut and paste Tisha. Because that is what when it came out about the baby, I knew they said that was Lance's grandbaby. He ain't got no baby. That's his grandbaby. But then wait a minute. When Whatchacall was doing her series, when Chris's daughter was doing her series, did she say grandbaby or did she say her niece?
Niece.
Okay. Oh my God.
I tell you what, Kimmy don't want none of there because you remember Lexi said she could fight.
I thought, yeah, she did. I thought Lance said that was his grandbaby too. But now he got a baby. So last season, the Val Renewal Martell was saying now he messed up, but now he confessing his love for Coast. It's all just it's all I can say is this, Sandra. Martell was the only standout for the night. That's it. That's all I got. He was the only standout for the night because Martell had given us something that we have not seen. Tisha and Marceau still in the rental. Destiny still Destiny. We don't can Chris and Chris and
No.
Neil didn't give us anything new. Kim and Maurice gives nothing ever. Nothing. And then I'm just embarrassed with Trish and her two men. It's just embarrassing. I hate the fact that she's on television married and living with her man. You know what I'm saying? I just really hate that. I don't like, I don't, if you just try to have women upstanding. If you
Trish
got,
pH level is probably way off.
say what?
That's it. Trish pH levels are probably way off.
Not only Trish's, not only, wait a minute,
Destiny.
hold on. Not only Trish's, but this one too. I'm not saying a word.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Out of
Well, I
control.
think the fact that this is their 10th year and they're all going to now get paid once this
Yep.
season is over for
Yep.
what when your show has been on for 10 years and then it comes back on as rerun. They'll be getting paid when the reruns come on, but then their children who will be older
Yep.
will see all the drama. And that's what I mean. I'm like, the stuff that they're doing, they don't realize or they don't care because they're doing it for the money, but it's going to affect these kids who are going to then be going to high school and college and all of this, and you're going to be syndicated.
Now look, Sierra said, "How do y'all know all of this?" Well, I will say this, Sierra. For the most part, they have told all of this. If you
Yep.
go back, they have told all of this. Like, I don't know what part you're talking about, but now I didn't know nothing about. I thought I heard about Kimmy and Maurice, but they are, they are saying they lost their house. Now I'm not 100% sure, but that's what they're saying. But it's all on YouTube.
Yep.
Military.
YouTube,
Go
yes,
back
it
and
is.
look at the house that Maurice and Kimmy is in now, and just look at the house from the kitchen to over on the other side of the living room. That's a totally different house compared to the house that they was in at first. Their kitchen was brown.
Now I know their kitchen was different last season. I know it was different last season. They were sitting at the
Okay,
table talking about when he got arrested. Wait a minute, what they was talking about last season? It was
being
something they were talking
arrested.
about. Yeah,
Yep.
I know it was different last season. I do know that for a fact. It was totally different
When
when
you
they
look
left
at
the
it again, go
on the very beginning.
look at the house. But they showing the outside of the
Of the
old
old
house,
house.
but the
Oh, okay.
inside is totally different. Just like the house that not Maurice, I'm sorry, Tisha and Marceau is in. Only different in that house is they paint the bricks. The bricks is white now, but the porch and everything and the door is the same.
Oh yeah, because when they went outside in the backyard, it was brown bricks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just look
Okay.
at it. They trying to
Oh my
they done
God.
cut a lot of that stuff and paste it together to make it look like they right there in the same house. Not Tisha. Kimmy doesn't stay in that old house anymore.
Yep.
Tisha and them stay in that other house from the corner store. You still can see the corner store on the corner.
Wait.
CBS.
Wait.
You know the gas station right across the street.
Do you live there?
I know somebody that do.
Okay,
Wait.
because
Wait a minute.
this is
Wait.
some specific
It's
information that you're
wait. It's
providing.
wait. Stop. Time out. It's fabulous faces for me. This is it. Now, Dion is the MVP for the night. But fabulous faces. When she said Ken want Trish to propose to him so bad,
Dang.
just to shut it down. That's been shut it down. Fabulous Faces is Miss Shut It Down. Cause baby, what are you talking about? This is the truth and ain't a lie in it. If Trish would have said turn to Ken instead of turning this way and turn this way and said, Ken, will you be my husband? That would have been the end of the show.
Yep.
Girl, stop.
You must gonna tie up Marquez. You must gonna lock him up.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is just crazy. Cause y'all, this hey, that got me. If Kid want Trish to propose to him so bad.
And then he's still sitting there talking about he waiting on a divorce before he go buy a ring. Hell, she don't want that
I'm gonna tell
ring.
you something. Let me tell you something. When let's go back. Let's go back to the moment when he had cooked dinner for her and she's sitting there talking, and he was like, "Are you ready to be married?" The fact that she told him no. Well, she didn't really tell him no. She was like, "That's the plan." But the fact that she never looked up, like,
Mhm.
Ken, I understand y'all together, but my thing is this: I just don't really know a man who would really sit this out like this. Now, granted, Trish could be divorced, but I haven't heard that. She could very well be divorced tonight. I don't know that. I don't know that. But the fact that Ken is still waiting is crazy. And it's giving we have nowhere else to go and I'm here for the TV show.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Not this. Girl, do you know
That's
how
it.
long you gotta have divorce papers for them to be yellow? I cannot.
They
Military,
gonna be crumbling in a minute.
your laugh is not helping.
They gonna be
I
crumbling up
promise
in a
y'all.
minute.
I promise to God. Y'all are doing yourself a disservice. Y'all need to get out of these comments and get on somebody's stage. I would pay full price to come and listen to y'all in a comedy store because y'all are crazy. I just don't even understand. Not the divorce papers, because do you know how long and old they got to be? Oh, Jesus.
That's
Them papers,
amazing.
them papers is old. Them papers is still not signed. And then again, why they still got the divorce papers?
Why? Why are you still holding? Okay, this is the thing. This if production is in here, this is what I need y'all to tighten up on. At
They
this
should have a
point,
court date all this time.
production, I need y'all to tighten up on these people. Y'all need to have a meeting and let them know they don't need to say anything about this season. You may not need to do any interviews. If you're just going to talk to Carlos, because when this stuff comes out, because we have had this conversation with Trish, we've had it with Marquez. Now y'all talking about these two right here don't even live in Huntsville. And
Mm-mm.
the Fletchers is not doing, because here's the thing. Are we gonna talk about Lexi on here this season? Now you get to talk about Lexi. You got me. Because I want to hear what you gotta say.
But she coming back.
And I don't know if they're gonna do that.
They
No,
don't
she's
want
not
to
coming
They're
say
back
gonna
on
nothing
the
these
before that
show.
ladies,
stuff
But
these
explodes.
ladies are
she got
fantastic.
her podcast. So she's making her way back around where she can talk about Nell and Chris.
No, I'm talking about Neil and Chris talking about Lexi. Are they gonna talk about that?
Uh-uh. They too scared.
They don't want
They
the
too
child to
scared.
tell on.
Because
That's a
Lexi
that
laid it out. She
they're
laid
gonna
it
discuss
out.
that.
Lexi laid it all the way out.
Yeah. And she still ain't told us the whole story.
And I
Cause
didn't
We
know
just
she.
know bits and pieces.
But wait a
cause this,
minute, she did tell that time. She did say that Chris was in jail.
yeah, she did mention that. And now Chris got a baby.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm talking about her daddy.
Chris got to be a young girl now. You don't y'all forget about that young girl, the one that Nell jumped on.
Yeah,
Ooh. Yeah,
but
Lexi
Chris,
did. Yeah.
when she
You
said when
right.
she
You
was
right.
little,
You right.
Chris had to go to prison, and they transferred him to another state for prison. Her
No, no,
dad.
no, no, no. It wasn't prison.
No,
No,
jail.
it was I thought, wait a minute. Did I miss that one? Because I thought I talked about all of them. Because
Me
I
and
just
Chris.
Big.
Because I know just right. Me and Deirdre right here trying to figure it out. Because here's the thing, I know that Lexi was saying that Nell became mean, and she was calling about her daddy, and she didn't realize that her daddy was not at the house with Nell because he had moved to Atlanta with that other woman. Now that's what I heard. I don't remember hearing about jail. I don't
No,
remember that.
Lexi said on her show that her father went to jail. I'm
What did he
serious.
go for?
I don't know. It was something. He was. She said
I
she
know
don't.
Lil Chris went to
Let me
jail. I didn't
let
know
me
Chris
message
Jr. been to jail. I ain't see that. You can pull it up.
let me message Lexi.
Public record. You sure can find it out. Unless he had
Oh,
his
this
fun,
phone.
like Maurice thought he was doing, having his thing spun. But it's a way that you can go and unseal a lot of that stuff, and people pay all that money to have their record sponged. But it's a way around all of that.
Pepper, I'm gonna just message Lexi when I get off of here because I'm gonna need her to run that back for me. But what I know is what she was talking about. She was trying to understand why Nell wouldn't let her talk to her dad, and she remembered, and then she came back and found out, was it for child support? That's what E Boogie said.
That's what I remember. Something about child support, and he got locked up temporarily. That's why when I don't remember who said prison. I don't think he was in prison. I think
Yeah, he wasn't in prison. He may have sat down for a minute for child support. That may have been it.
yeah, I think it was child support.
And that's why they're
Oh,
talking about
Gwen.
pay you thirty
Thank
thousand
you,
dollars.
Gwen.
Cause Licorice stays in jail.
Yeah, he's staying there. But wait a minute, it was something else. Wait a minute. It had to be child support. Because I was about to say, wait a minute, we're gonna call. I'm gonna talk to Listy tonight. Hold on. Uh Wait a minute. Linnell Chris, stars. Who is Magilla Gorilla? Who is that?
Hmm.
The other lady?
Yeah.
I don't even understand, but child, all I know is this this right here gonna have to bring something, and wait a minute, she told her story.
Nell all to talk about that Ozempic that she been taking to lose that weight. That's something to talk
Yeah,
about. Give
child
them a
support.
storyline.
Wait a minute, Nell said the money. That's why Nell was saying. Wait, because Nell paid the money.
Yep.
Yes.
Nell paid the money for Chris, so I think it was child support. He sat down for a hot second. It wasn't long. It was jail. If he
Mm.
did, if that's where we going, he left Nell for another woman, and he went to live with her for like what 2 years, right? And then he
Yep.
came
Yeah.
back home, and then they moved to Huntsville. And she
Mm,
said Nell was so, and then like she didn't had to come here to Huntsville after he didn't got home after living with another woman, had to pay $50,000, I believe that's how much it was for her back child support.
Mm.
Can I go over what Martell talked about? Martell didn't talk about anything. Martell talked about Ariane. He mentioned Ariane as his girl and said that he was lucky to have her by his side. He also told Destiny that he's not going to stop if Marceau keeps going with him. If they pop off, he going to pop off. He told Nell that he did not set her up to take that picture with Big Ari. And that's about it for Martell, right? That's about it for Martell. He ain't say nothing else. He
No,
told Destiny. He
that,
told Destiny he wanted to.
buy a ring.
Oh yeah, maybe
mm.
maybe she can get a ring. And Martell is paying for Ariane to go to nursing school, so she's back in nursing.
Martell ain't paying for that girl to go no nursing school. We
So
already know
wait.
that that
Patricia,
girl got a
I'm just telling you what the man said. Now that's what he
Martell broke.
said.
Martell ain't got no money because hell, Mel still sending food over there for the children. And then on top of that, we know that she got a student loan to go to school. Come on, we ain't that crazy. Come on, what Martell gonna pay for two houses, and then Carlos ain't paying him that type of money.
I'm just talking about what she just asked
She
what
got
Martell
that student
said.
loan. That's
And
what she got.
she asked what Martell said. I just told her what Martell said. Now what he actually doing, I don't know. And Patricia just
I'm,
laid it out.
I'm trying to think. I think Ariel mentioned something about a student loan.
What what has she been on here to
She,
talk to anybody?
well, I'm on her page. I told you I'd be strolling these streets, and I'm gonna have to stay off of these corners.
Yeah, you got to stay out the corner, Patricia, because you are talking. Patricia got all the business.
She be in the wrong neighborhoods.
Child,
Girl, I
you pick
do
the wrong
end up in
level.
the wrong neighborhood.
Lord have mercy. I do be in the comments, girl. Hold on. Chris just an older version of the other dudes on the show. Yep. I'm surprised they didn't mention. No, they weren't gonna mention her name, but they did cut her off on that part when Chris was talking about them NDAs, because that's who he was talking to when he mentioned NDAs. Some elderly people gotta give them grace and let them be. Marquez took that convo with Ken too liberal. He didn't say walk in whenever you want. He's one of those people that you have to be clear. Yes, he is. He is. Kimberly, you are so right. He is. Child, yeah,
Her
we
son left that door open when he came to go upstairs, and Marquez came right behind him. That's how he came straight on into the house. The boy came in first, and he left the door where his daddy
yeah,
come in, and he went upstairs. Then
he
he
did.
came back to tell him to stop, and he'll meet him on the outside. Go on the outside with him, and that woman got to argue.
Yeah, I didn't see the daughter come in, but yeah, he did come in
No, I'm
first.
saying the son came in
Yeah.
and he went straight upstairs, and Marquez came behind his son.
Hold on. And can show that Martell's moving in because he can't use some kids anymore. But to move on to the shareable side chick. Yep. Because if she can't show the kids, he shouldn't be able to show the kids. DeMarco, this is what was said, DeMarco. Let me just take this little left turn with DeMarco right here. I saw Carlos talking to Ashley from Love and Marriage DC, and he told her that they were finished with the casting, but
Hmm.
I don't know anything. I haven't heard anything else. That's the only thing I heard him say to her, and I know that she's not going to be on the show, so that was it. That's all I heard. So I don't know what's going to happen. Mm, Lord, they got Disney doing something crazy for a piece of change. Disney said, Disney says she is a realtor. You know, she said she had a real estate license. So I was
They
like,
expired.
oh my God.
Wait, who is the detective on the call?
Girl, Patricia is on it. Miss Patricia, you know I'm coming back next Saturday at 8:30. So you better be right here. So you make sure you clear your schedule and you be right here. After I do
I
my
sure will. And
after I do
I have the rest of the. I let you know when her license was expired because her license show expired, and it wasn't for Huntsville. That was when she was staying in Memphis.
Oh Jesus.
oh, Destiny stayed in Memphis.
Yeah,
Mm.
When?
that's what her
I said,
license
oh
is.
my God.
I'm gonna
That's
need
what
you
that's
to
what
change
that's
your
what her license were.
Girl, look, always. Oh,
change your profile name to Detective Patricia.
I know that's right.
Look, I
Y'all better
do.
get them
You
lights set
look.
up.
You
It's just been
saying it for a
700
joke, but I do have to change my name on certain people. That then call themselves and block me out because I be over there telling them the truth, and they don't want to hear the truth. They want to lie.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it was good night, Pepper. It was Nashville, not Memphis. It was Nashville, because
Tennessee.
yeah, it was Nashville. It wasn't
Well,
Memphis. I
we
remember that.
not too far off. Memphis,
No,
Tennessee is just right down the street.
yeah, it's not far, but you're right, Erica. It was Nashville. It wasn't Memphis. Because I remember Tennessee, but I was like, not Memphis.
Hmm.
Destiny was in Nashville. Nashville is close. It seems like Nashville is no, not Memphis. It seems like Nashville is where they go to. That's their getaway. Like it's like going to the Bahamas or something. When they always say they're going somewhere, they go to Nashville. It's a big for them.
Well, see,
Yeah.
Millertown, I'm from
Kids are
Mississippi,
gonna
so when When we want to go somewhere, we'll go Nashville, we go to Memphis, we'll go to St. Louis because we all further north than south. So we down there, Jackson, all that. I'm
Yeah.
not too far from none of those places, but I live in Houston.
Okay. Okay. Lord have mercy, y'all. This this night, this is not. I was trying to be. I had a few notes, and but this has been the best conversation that we in a long time. I have really enjoyed y'all because this has been wonderful, and I hope we got at least 700 likes in here. I hope we do. Y'all get the likes up. All those in the bushes, I appreciate y'all being here, and I know y'all have had a good laugh on this evening. Gabby said if the therapist but Destiny out, maybe. Yeah, is Destiny still doing her therapy on Mondays?
She not. No, I told you that they not friends no more.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious. They don't. That's over with.
That's who you were talking about. Okay, because I couldn't follow that part when you were saying that they fell out. I didn't realize you were talking about the person she was getting her therapy from.
Girl, no. But
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
they not friends anymore. See what I tell you, you can't move grown people in the house in the
what
other
you said.
room and don't
Mhm.
pay them people they rent money.
JT, I hope you have enjoyed yourself. Thank you for being here. I hope you come back. Wait, no, look, not crybaby talking about she thought Destiny lived with the woman. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Not
Now, I
no
know that.
more.
What you mean, no more?
That's what she was staying. When have you ever seen Destiny film in her house? When have you seen her apartment? Where do Destiny stay at? Tell me you seen Destiny what Destiny stay at.
Don't fuss
Just
me.
like you can't tell me about Martell, because Martell do the same thing that Destiny doing. They house setting.
Well, I hope the producers of the show have exited the chat at this point.
Baby, because unless y'all got some notes tonight, because baby, y'all got a lot to take back. If y'all still filming, y'all got time to fix it, honey. Because this conversation right here is your
They
season.
got to pay me.
She said, "I'll be back." Thank
They got to
you,
pay me.
Mm-mm.
They up there lying. That's what they doing. Just
thank you,
lying.
Brittany. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna need Miss Patricia to stay in the streets. She got to stay in there
I
because
got to
she got
stay
to
in the
come back.
streets.
She got. I mean, take all the left and right turns you need to, baby, because we gonna need that.
I'm
Yeah,
scared.
got to stay in the street because
But
really, what nothing really was going on. So you go to, I go to trying to see what's
don't
going
DM
on out here in the
me.
YouTube street.
Say what now?
Wasn't anything going on for as contents. I watches different contents, and really wasn't nothing going on. And then I messed around, like I say, made a wrong turn, and I end up over there where them other people at. And honey, what you tell you, they was blocking me left and right. I was pulling up back out.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Miss Patricia, you are right, honey. It's all green lights over here. It's all green lights.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, this has been so wonderful. Miss Patricia, yes, you are the runner up for the MVP tonight. I have appreciated this so much. Very informative, Kimberly. Kimberly said you ladies are very informative. Yes, please get this replay, girl, and get your whole life. Yes. What you say, Victoria? Victoria said, "Damn, law and order in the house." Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Okay, I'm done talking about that. But for real, that she was living with the therapist.
Yes.
Mm.
Cause I remember y'all got me one time, and I went over there one time. I said I'll never go back over there again. You'll never get me back over there listening to no Monday like that. But she was talking about it was about Martell or something, and or either she was talking about when she was talking to Moses or something. She said you shouldn't have done that, and Destiny got clearly was upset with her. I said, "How you gonna
Th-
get mad at your therapist? Because she's supposed to be
Yeah.
helping." Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
Tisha said no. The therapist lives in California.
Tell them that therapist got her license in California, but homegirl stay right in Huntsville.
Mm.
How do you know that?
Nah. Uh huh. If
Okay.
I can't tell
Okay.
you how I
Don't
get
worry
my
about it. Don't worry about
information.
it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't need to know. If you know, I don't need to know.
No, girl. Look, if she live in California, so her and Destiny,
Yes,
they must
Dion. Yes.
they get on what you call Skype, and they talk to each other every Monday. Okay, but if you ever pay attention to the therapist
Hey,
wall,
Scotty.
her curtains, her blinds and stuff, it's the same thing over in the other room where Destiny be at. And it don't be on the time. It was one time that her son was there, but after that one time, it was no more.
Hey, Scotty. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Shout out to Scotty by nature. Love, love, love him. Oh Lord, this was the better show, Riri. This was so much better. It was so much better. So here it goes. This is what I'm gonna do. So next Saturday we'll do these lives at 8:30 after the show. So I will come to y'all like this, but the lives will only be here. It will not be on TikTok. It will not be on Instagram, and it will not be on my Facebook. They will only be here. I am not doing all the extra for that.
I understand that.
Girl, Tamika said you could hear her. Girl, listen. This is what I wanted to say, Tamika, because when I could hear the girl that was in here talking, I could hear her smoke detector in the background because I was like, I know it's not mine. I know that for a fact. But what I did find out, fun fact, if you all have a smoke detector that needs a battery, you can call the fire department to do that.
Oh my God, Millie.
Well, it's nice to know,
I
but
am
I
5 feet
put new
tall. I'm
batteries
five
in
feet
mine
tall.
once a
I am
year.
5 feet tall. If I call them about one battery, they're gonna change all of them.
Wait, so
And
who
then
was
again, I work for the state, so therefore, we have to have that kind of stuff up to date.
who was
Wonder Marie said we heard it last season.
who, who was it,
I do
Millie? Who was it?
what I did.
Who was who?
The chirping.
It was her. It was Janine. It wasn't me.
The battery was low.
Mine are fresh,
Mm.
guaranteed. Thank you, Judy. Um, Demarco said, "Do y'all think the show is better without Melody?"
No,
Um, no, I think that this is a different show. This is different.
uh, it's a
This is
big
not that.
adjustment that you got to really do because they ain't got
Yes,
nobody to fight with because Mel's not there.
yeah, yes. Like this is a show where this is the first time that all of these people are going to have to stand on their own.
Yep.
So we've only seen one episode.
And they got problems.
I can't honestly say, but they definitely don't have a target this season. So they're gonna have to pull it together. So I'm gonna see how they're gonna pull it together. Then I'll be able to answer that.
Nell is the one got the target on her back. That's who they going after is Miss Nell.
You think Nail the bat the she
Yeah,
the
she got the target on her back. That's who everybody gonna be going after is Nell. And Kimmy, poor thing, done jumped up in Nell's fade. And Nell, she said, I don't care how tall you is, I knock you down.
now look, the fact that Tisha and Kimmy are double teaming is crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Nail and I already said crybaby. I mean, not Nail, but Alexa already said that she can tussle. So Nail don't have no problem.
Yeah, she said Nell could
Look,
throw them
they'll change
hands.
all of them, Sherry, all of them at one time. But if I find somebody else, yeah, yeah. No, I ain't gonna have them change just one smoke detector. They'll come in and change all of them. Nell not scared of nobody.
Well, Lexi say she will throw them hands.
She did say that. And that's why what you call it so passive. And that's why I feel like wherever else he go, he ain't got the he don't it ain't loud like that over there.
But then again, why would you want grown women to be out there fighting like that? That's not good, and it ain't cute.
Mm-mm.
Just
Hold
like
up.
I don't
Wait a minute.
understand why they be sitting
Hold
there
up.
calling
Stop.
you.
Hold up. Sin. Sin. Wake up. I'm about to put Sin out this live. Hold on, y'all. Because you're not going to be on here counting sheep. That's not going to happen. I'm going to let her go. Sin, are you up? That's the last time. Let me get Sin out of here. Hold on.
She gone to sleep.
Is she?
Yes, she sleep.
Is that her she
She gone.
I can't.
She's snoring.
She said, I want to see Nell wear Kimmy out.
Well,
Lord have mercy.
she was there. You see how all of them was coming to the rescue. They know
Mm-hmm.
Nell would throw them hands, and she told
Oh,
Kimmy, you ain't gonna throw me no mf where.
oh, yeah, she did say that.
See
Mm.
now, Kimmy wants to be a bully. That's what that is because that didn't have nothing to do with her.
No, it didn't. Because she was talking to Tisha, right?
Exactly.
What
And
the
and
heck?
and then
Kim,
that's when Kimmy say, you saying you told she told that to Miss what's her
Yes,
name,
yes,
Tisha,
Leo. Yes, Leo. To answer your
you
question.
know. But that was wrong. And see, that's Kimmy's problem. She always trying to be the one that got all the education, the one that got the good sense, the peacemaker.
Kimmy
Mm,
And
trying to be
but
relevant.
she can't talk to her husband.
She's trying to be relevant.
she's trying, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you something. She's trying, but it's gonna be hard because she's let so many great things go by, and
Yes.
she lacked, just being interesting. Because Kimmy
Yeah.
is not interested, and I'm not trying to be shady. That's not what I'm doing. Kimmy is not an interesting person. Tisha is not an interesting person. Nell is interesting. Nell is interesting because Nell has something about her. You don't really know what she's going to say. Kimmy and Tisha are very predictable.
Predictable.
They're
Hmm.
not going to do anything. Like whatever Marceau says, she's going to go along with it.
Got low
Kimmy
self esteem.
Kimmy has to believe Maurice, but you can look at Kimmy and tell, I don't know yet. Like Kimmy has she has a gut feeling about Maurice because tonight, even tonight, when she was talking about that sign, that NDA, and he didn't
Mm-hmm.
say, I've never had a side chick. I've never done that. But he goes all around to say, I've never had anyone to sign an NDA. By
Hmm.
him saying that, Kim is like, you didn't answer the question right, which gives her pause. Now, Tisha, on the other hand, she going to ride with whatever Marceau says.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
that's what Wanda was saying, that she know Marceau. She know when he's lying. But
mm,
see, when you got that love in your eyes and you can't see the forest from the trees, they can't see this right now until they pull themselves back.
because here it is right here what Tamika said. If your man, if your husband is coming in at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and you in the bed already, I don't even know what to think about that. Because what are you doing outside that late?
No, it was four. It was 4 o'clock.
It could be midnight. If I'm not with you, that's crazy.
Hmm.
And
And she,
that's why she didn't want Carlos to talk about her husband coming in at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning time. And she didn't want Carlos to even mention that.
Cause Carlos told her that he ain't gonna have no man come in that time.
right. He
Well,
sure
He
did.
sure did.
he's been doing that since I've met him. Well, what you talking about?
Right.
Because he's not faithful. And she know he's not faithful. And she gonna put up with it because she don't want to be alone. She looking at having a piece of man is better than have no man at all.
Mm-mm.
And I can imagine how her pH is. Her and
Okay.
Tisha.
Not her pH.
Okay, y'all. This is what I'm gonna say. We're gonna end this live.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Make sure you all, I hope you all have been listening to the podcast on wherever you listen to your podcast. We have another one that's coming out on Tuesday, and then I have two more following that, and that's going to be the end of that season. Make sure you check it out, the hot topics. Tomorrow, I will be on live for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion tomorrow. Um, I don't know if y'all watching that, but I'll be here for that tomorrow night.
Hmm.
I
And
watched it.
that's where we. Thank you, Erica. Wait a minute. Didn't he have? She said, didn't he have an ex addiction? Hold on, I'm gonna put this up here so y'all can see it. We're not gonna read it out loud. We're just gonna look at it and then we'll talk about it and then we're gonna go because I do think that he had this. I think he still has it.
Yes.
Um, you're
Mm-hmm.
welcome, Tamika. No, they cannot reread. They cannot carry the show. Riri said they cannot carry the show. Thank you, Tamika. This was a great Kiki. Good night, everybody. The podcasts are really good. Thank you, Blessed Lady. I've enjoyed doing that. Uh, she said, wait until when we doing lunch. This was a great one. For real, for real. It was good. What time will you go live? I will go live tomorrow night at 8:30. Same time. I'll go live tomorrow night at 8:30 for Housewives, and I'll be back next Saturday at 8:30 for Love and Marriage Huntsville.
All
Um,
right
I
then. I
do
back up.
Crybaby. I do Basketball Wives. I don't really go live about Basketball Wives, but I do review them. Real quick, let me say this. Let me say this before I go about Basketball Wives, since she asked about it. I do feel like Chantel was a good part of the show for viewing purposes, but I'm not happy with Jackie and Chantel being on the show. And I do realize that probably the reason they're not going to have a reunion is because we don't need to see Jackie and Chantel on the show going back and forth at each other like that, because that is heartbreaking. And I don't know what's going on with that. I will be reviewing Bell Collective when it returns. I have no idea, but I do know that people have been in Glendale's inbox, and Tisha's not very happy with that. So, child, hey, Missy Pete, we get ready to get out of here, honey. You got to catch the replay. Thank you, Melanin. Uh, yeah, I gotta ask Lexi about that. Thank you, Happy New York Happy Hour. Oh no, I'm a mention that in Wednesday. We have live hot topics on Wednesday, so we will have that Wednesday. I'll mention that on Wednesday, Rolanda. Uh, thank you, mother of six. Thank you so much. She said I lost respect for them when they didn't say too much about their husbands' vasectomies. Well, Marcel wasn't gonna talk about no vasectomy. Good night, everybody.
Good
Uh,
night. I enjoyed myself.
me too,
Good night, ladies.
Good
y'all.
night.
She said I can't unhear PH. Y'all, I really appreciate y'all being here. Love y'all so deep, and thank y'all for supporting me the way you do. I see y'all. I'll see y'all all through the week. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Lord say the same. See y'all all next week, and we'll be back all 643 of y'all.
Wow.
And
That's a
those
lot.
of y'all that's coming in, please look at the replay, and we'll do it again. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all so much.
All right. Thank
Ladies,
All right.
ladies, I really appreciate you coming up. I really do. So thank you so much.
you. You're welcome. All right. Take care. Have a good
All
one.
right, y'all have a good one.
Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everybody.
Hey, call it like I see it.